Ospreys, I'm Marissa Matarazzi.
And I'm Nathan Dean. This week on Nest News, we will look into the arrest of a UNF biology professor.
Plus, we see what tradition Spinnaker partakes in for the holidays.
Get ready to be merry because Nest News starts right now. For today's top story, we're looking at UNF biology professor who was under investigation for alleged sexual harassment of a student.
Gregory Ahern, a former professor and former chair in the UNF biology department, is being investigated for being engaged in an inappropriate activity of sexual nature and making sexist comments towards a female student. Here's reporter Hannah Lee with more on the story.
A tenured professor and former chair in the UNF biology department is on leave while being investigated. Gregory Ahern, a physiology and anatomy professor, is accused of sexually harassing a female student.
A little disappointed. I know stuff like that happens, but I didn't think it would, happen in our community.
This isn't the first time Ahern has gone under investigation on claims of sexual harassment. According to these documents obtained by Spinnaker investigators, there's been incidents going back since 2008. In 2008, Ahern stayed in the same hotel room with a female graduate student while at a conference in Africa. However, there was no formal discipline given by the university. In 2012, Ahern was under investigation for the first time after a female student employee raised allegations that Ahern sent flirtatious texts, made inappropriate comments about her body, and forced her to kiss him. The investigation found that these claims were credible. However, Ahern was given a written warning. It was determined he would not be let go because of his status as a distinguished professor with nearly 11 years of service and no prior discipline history. Spinnaker reached out to Ahern but has received no comment. According to university officials, the investigation should be ending sometime this week. Stay tuned at unfspinnaker.com for the latest on this story. This has been Hannah Lee with Spinnaker News.
As a result of the allegations, Ahern was given notice that he would be placed on leave during the investigation, which should be wrapping up next week.
This is an updating story, so make sure to stay tuned into Spinnaker's website as more information becomes available.
Well, everyone has traditions that makes the holidays special. We asked members of the Spinnaker team how they celebrate the holidays, and here's what they had to say.
So what am I doing for the holidays? Well, first of all, I'm sleeping a lot and playing lots of video games, and I'll probably go out and buy some Christmas candles and burn through them all in about a week.
Kind of. So my extended family in Stark and the Lottie, they run several Christmas tree lots every year. So I'm going to try to go out at least once a week and help them sell the trees because it's a really busy time for that, obviously. And just hanging out with my family on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, we always order Chinese food, and it's really relaxed, really fun, just all about spending time together. That's pretty much it.
I'm going to New York. I was born there, and we're going to New York City, my family, and we'll be able to, I guess, relive the Christmases and the holidays we've had over there, so that'll be really fun.
Relaxing most of all. As for trips, I'm probably going to go up to Illinois, around the Springfield area to visit family. Do that maybe for a week. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so my holiday break's going to be pretty fun and exciting, I think. I'm just going to sleep all day, play games, and that's basically it. For traditions, we don't really do anything super fun. We pretend like we're going to put up some decorations and then just never do, and that's our tradition.
Well, it definitely looks like our team is going to have a blast this holiday season.
On November 20th, Jason Ford pleaded guilty for sexual exploitation of children. Ford was arrested back in May of 2018 after attempting to elicit sexual photos and videos from female student athletes in return for college softball scholarships. Ford allegedly pretended to be the real assistant softball coach, Jeff Conrad, as of early of January of 2017. The real Jeff Conrad contacted officials in January of 2017 to report the impersonation. The case was then reported to the FBI and resulted in his arrest in May of 2018. His sentencing is scheduled for February 1st of next year.
Coming up, we look at the remake of a childhood classic.
And which star was recently arrested? We'll be talking about all this and more after the break.
You're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me tell you a little bit about the STEM. My name's Lee Gia. My friends and I have done some amazing things on this show, like flying through hurricanes, or driving Teslas, or swimming with manatees, or even floating in zero gravity. We film these things and bring them here, to the world's next great science and space show. That's where the STEM comes in. We go on adventures as an excuse to learn something. The universe is a pretty big place. There's a lot to learn. A lot that's interesting to learn. Over the next year or so, we'll be riding in the centrifuge, farm in the heart of New York City, fly a spaceship, fly President Harry Truman's Air Force One, launch some rockets, catch some rockets, nice! Shoot video at the speed of light. Our world and universe are there, waiting to be explored. The question is, what are you waiting for?
The Lion King, Prince Harry, and 6ix9ine. These are the topics we'll be discussing today.
Plus, we mourn the loss of the creator of a childhood favorite.
Here's this week's pop culture rundown. Well, sad news has spread throughout Bikini Bottom. It was announced on November 26th that the legendary writer and creator Steven Hillenburg has passed away. He created the extremely successful cartoon television show SpongeBob SquarePants. He passed away at the age of 57. The cause of his death is reported to be his ALS, which he revealed to the public in March of last year. Nickelodeon
shared their remorse by releasing a statement that said he was a beloved friend and a longtime creative partner. His mega-hit series started in 1999 and has ran for a total of 11 seasons. Sources have also shared that there could potentially be more seasons in the works. There are also 2 SpongeBob movies that Hillenburg has involved in as a creator, writer, and director. So it's crazy to me because I used to watch SpongeBob all the time as a child, and I can't believe that the show could potentially end, but sources have said that there isn't going to end.
Absolutely. I've been watching the show.
Oh, you have?
Patrick Star has been a role model for me. I feel like he's just been misunderstood.
That's true.
And for him to be as happy as possible, live under a rock.
Sandy Squirrel?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So rest in peace to Hillenburg.
Yes. On Thanksgiving Day, the first look at the live-action remake of The Lion King was released. The cast features some of Hollywood's biggest fans, including Donald Glover, also known as rap star under the name Childish Gambino, will voice the role as Simba.
Other stars in the film are Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, Eric Andre as Ed, Billy Eichner as Timon, Keegan-Michael Key as Bonsai, John Oliver as Zazu, and Beyoncé as Nala. James Earl Jones is also returning to voice Mufasa once again. The movie is set to release on July 19th, 2019. I'm super excited for this film. I was just watching football with some family on Thanksgiving, and then I heard the song, and then I was like, wait, this is happening.
The iconic
and then
song.
I started seeing the names, and it just came to life. So.
Beyonce? I had no idea.
Beyonce? Seth Rogen? I can't.
Well,
even.
that's true. There seems to be some tension brewing in the royal family. It was just announced over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend that Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle were set to move out of Kensington Palace. They are packing their bags and moving to a place called Frogmore Cottage, which is located on the Windsor estate. This news was surprising to many because the royal couple was predicted to move next to Prince William and Duchess Kate on the grounds of the palace.
Meghan and Harry will be relocating to a luxurious 10-bedroom mansion suited with a full gym and yoga studio. The plans to move are going to be enacted once Meghan gives birth to their baby. Fans are also worried that the move will cause some troubles between the brothers' relationship.
A 10-bedroom house with a gym and a yoga studio? Can you believe that?
I can't even imagine affording a 1-bedroom house.
That's true.
So what a lifestyle that must be.
I know, they're really royal, I guess.
Daniel Hernandez, known under his stage name Tekashi 6ix9ine, was arrested on Sunday, November 18th and charged with racketeering and firearm charges. If found guilty, Hernandez could serve a minimum of 32 years in prison or possibly a maximum life sentence. The firearms charge is due to Hernandez illegally possessing an AR-15 that is suspected to be involved in 2 shootings in the New York area.
Hernandez pleaded not guilty to all the charges, and the judge hearing this case set his trial date to September 4th, 2019. While behind bars, the new album for Hernandez, titled Dummy Boy, was released on Tuesday and currently holds 7 of the top 10 spots on Apple Music charts.
If you just think about what you just said, that shows you Tekashi 6ix9ine's life.
Wow.
But no respect to what he's been doing. So we'll see more on this case as news gets out. So.
Yeah, and Alfred actually showed me the song, and
you didn't even hear about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I know, I'm not a huge fan, but I can't believe he released a song from jail and it's trending.
What a life. Well, coming up, Alfred Naren is going to give us the latest news in sports.
And the cold weather has finally hit Jacksonville. Aisling Glocke gives us this week's weather forecast.
You're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
Hi, I'm Carly Kramer.
And I'm Joseph Garrigan.
No, we're not brother and sister. We're your new favorite podcasters from Spinnaker TV.
You can check it out every Monday at 6 p.m. Standard Atlantic time.
I think it's Eastern Daylight.
Well, I went to public school, so I don't really know what's real anymore.
Are we in Standard or Daylight?
Hi everyone, I'm Joseph Garrigan.
Time. And I'm Carly Kramer.
And we're in Las Vegas. Hi everyone, I'm Joseph Garrigan.
And I'm Carly Kramer.
And I'm standing on an apple box. Apple box.
Hi, I'm Carly Kramer.
And I'm Joseph Garrigan.
The green screen is broken. Hi everyone, I'm Carly Kramer.
And I'm Joseph Garrigan. And our new podcast, Not That You Care, will be breaking down and dishing the dirt on all things music and pop culture.
It's an audio-guided look into 2 perspectives that you never even asked for.
So please, give it a listen, and for every day you don't, we will tell a child that Santa Claus doesn't exist.
Wait, what?
Check out Not That You Care every Monday at 6 p.m. on Spinnaker's YouTube or SoundCloud or in the haunted radio your grandma keeps in her attic.
Check it out. Do it for the children.
Hey Nathan, so I heard that our women's soccer coach won an award recently.
That's very true, Marissa, and Alfred Naren is going to be able to give us all that information, so let's turn it over to him for more in sports.
Thank you so much, Nathan. New in sports, North Florida's women's soccer standout, Thais Riss, was named to the United Soccer Coaches All-South Region 3rd team. The sophomore led UNF in goals, assists on her way to the first team All-Sun accolades. Riss was one of only 12 A-Sun players to be named to the coaches list, so congratulations. Other UNF news, the baseball team added 7 student athletes from the state of Florida during early signing period. 3 being pitchers, 2 infielders, 1 outfielder, and a 2-way player. Head coach Tom Parrington said, "We are excited about this year's signing class, so welcome new Ospreys." As for your Jags update, after an embarrassing loss to the Bills, the Jags look to turn their abysmal season around with big changes as Indy comes into town. Blake Bortles will be benched and a new play caller will be taking the field as the Jags look to get a win for the first time since September 30th. I'm Alfred Naren, and this has been your final sports update. Back to you, Nathan and Marissa.
Thank you so much, Alfred. It has been chilly the past couple of days here, and I'm wondering if the cold weather is here to stay.
I really hope it does. Let's turn it over to Aisling Glocke to see what weather this week will bring.
All right, thank you, Nathan and Marissa. Let's see what kind of weather we're looking at for this weekend. If it's chilly weather, we'll stay or leave once again. Alrighty, for today we are looking at sunshine with a little mixture of clouds throughout the day. High into the low 70s with lows into the low 60s. For tomorrow, we are going to be seeing rain the entire day. 90% chance of rain, you guys. Showers early on in the day and then some scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. And there as we get later into the day. High into the low 70s and low into the upper 60s. For our Jaguars game day, we are seeing more thunderstorms, a couple isolated storms once we get into the afternoon. High into the upper 70s with lows into the upper 60s. Looking at next week, Monday, we're seeing more scattered and isolated thunderstorms coming from a 50% chance of rain. High into the low 80s with lows into the low 60s. Tuesday, we're seeing everything. We're looking at a mix of sunshine earlier on with a bit of cloud coverage following that. Following the cloud coverage is a couple of rain showers expected in the early stages of the evening as well. High into the upper to the low 60s with lows into the mid 40s. As far as Wednesday and Thursday go, we have beautiful weather Sunday throughout the entire day. For both highs into the upper 50s with lows into the low 40s. All right, folks, this has been your Nest News weather forecast. I'm Aisling Glocke signing off. Happy holidays and try to stay warm. We'll see you next semester.
Thank you so much, Ashling. Well, Ospreys, this is our last show of the semester.
We did have so much fun giving you the latest news each week and keeping you up to date with all things UNF.
But of course, you know the drill, so make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, both at UNF Spinnaker.
And while you're at it, subscribe to our YouTube channel and Spinnaker's newsletter at unfspinnaker.com.
Thank you for joining us throughout the semester, and we hope you have a wonderful winter break.
We'll see you next year, Ospreys. Happy holidays.
Thank you.